I know you probably throw those paper towel rolls in the garbage, but after you see this, you are going to want to save them because I am transforming 2 paper towel rolls into something super darn cute. I know you might think this is chintzy, like, oh, come on, paper towel rolls. Is it like a kid's craft? But I promise you, once you see this, you are going to change your mind. So what we're doing here is we are making them into little patriotic bomb pops. So I just painted them red, white, and blue. I didn't measure or anything. I just approximated. I did about 1/3 of each of the paper towel rolls red, the middle part white, and then the bottom third I did blue. I'm using apple barrel barn red. I'm using the cottage white, and then for the blue is cobalt blue mixed with a little bit of black. That's how I like my dark, deep blue. So once I had those all painted up, I just wanted to grunge it up a little bit. So I used my Kiehl's Dark Wax. You can get this from Amazon. I use a little blending brush. I got that from Amazon, or you can get them from Temu, or I think Dollar Tree. I just grunged up all the edges. The white was like so bright white that I really wanted to make that look a little dirty and grungy. And then I took 2 wooden dowels. I originally thought I was going to need 2, but I ended up just using 1 and cut it in half. And I stained that a little bit. I took some craft paper. This is actually the inside of a paper towel roll, a wrapping paper, because it's a little bit thicker than regular craft paper, but regular craft paper would work. And I just cut a strip of it. I folded it into a cone and then glued that to make the little top of this rocket pop. So you basically fold each side down and then glue down the center. And then I just cut off all of the excess. It's not perfect. They're not even exactly the same size. We just did the best that we could. And for the fun part, we are gonna rust those bad boys up using my Rust Effect paste. I love this stuff. I use it all the time. You could also use cinnamon and Mod Podge, but I prefer this because it's so much easier and makes much less of a mess. It comes with brown, orange, and yellow, but I only ever use the brown and the orange. You just layer them on top of each other. Super easy to use. Again, it's in my Amazon shop. If you want a link to this rust paste, I'm happy to share that with you as well. Also, make sure that you are following my page, Manda Panda Projects, or subscribe to my channel if you're on YouTube, because we got lots of cute crafts coming, you guys. The next 11 days, I'm going to be working on content, so you don't want to miss out. All right, after we glued those to the top, I took these white stars that I cut out on my Cricut. You could use white stickers. You could use little wooden white stars, whatever you have that are stars. You could even paint them on. Put that on the blue part, and then cut that dowel in half. Glued those to the bottom to give it that, rocket pop look. I wanted to also give it like a little bit of a fuse. So I cut some jute twine and not twine, it's more like jute rope. And then I frayed the edges so that, you could light this bad boy on fire. I'm sorry, I'm in a crazy mood today. It's Friday. So I glued those into the bottom on top of the dowels. I wanted to give them each a little tag. I was going to stamp them, but I just decided to just use my good old handwriting. And I wrote bomb pops on one with the little happy dots. And then I wrote 25 cents on the other, also with the little happy dots. Because these tags, I don't like them. They're like waxy and the stamps smear really easily. So does the writing, but I just went with the writing. Tied some twine. I did like a double shoestring bow because the twine was so long. And then put the tag on there with a little bit of a rusty star. Just used some hot glue and then grunged up the tag a little bit because it needed a little bit of dimension on there. Then this one is bomb pops, and I was going to do the same thing and put it around the center, but I decided just to do something a little different for this one. And I glued the star onto the white by itself without the twine, and then I stuck the tag down there at the bottom, coming out of the bottom. And that's it, you guys. I mean, this project cost like next to nothing to make, like literally probably under $1. And here it is all done. I just thought it was such a fun, cute, easy, affordable Americana patriotic craft. Let me know in the comments, what do you think, and are you gonna make